Looks like I had my mute on there, my mic. Forgot to take that off. So, continuing on in this episode for YouTube. I'm being hit. Continuing on with the Haddon's Earring Heritage Quest, going to Ruins of Arsoon. Stopping off and hitting any names I see, like right I just did now. So, I guess I'll go ahead and take the Wizard Spires to Thundering Steps. I could just go to my guild hall and then use the guild hall port to Thundering Steps, but for anybody that's watching new, I'll just show you the scenic route. This is Nyctilos Forest. For those familiar with EverQuest 1, you know what this is. A forest that is shrouded in ash from the volcanic activity in lava storm. Even here, I guess it drifts over the area after the lands have been shattered into large continental islands. Take a quick griffin ride and jump off as the spires come up. Suddenly got a bunch of dropped frames, 19. It was fine earlier. Let's turn up the music volume. This is a nice overland music volume. Didn't realize I had it so low. For those familiar with EverQuest 1, the Thundering Steps is what became of the Karana Plains, east-west, north-south, during the alternate timeline when Luckland exploded, and these are all the craters of the meteorites and stuff Well, you can get a ground mount at level 1 with um, I think you could purchase them if you really wanted it, but you can also get a quested mount during your newbie quest lines, and can't quite sure the exact level, but I think you can get them at level 20 or something. This is the back way, the higher level way into the ruins of Varsoon. The lower level way is out in the outside there somewhere, through a grate in the ground. You can only use a flying mount when you are level 85 in trade skills and 86 or something like that in adventure level. So you can have a level 1 trade skill or an adventure level, but 86 in, or 85 in trade skill and fly. I think that's the right way. At level 30 or so, you can get a quest in the Butcher Block Mountains to get a leaper mount. They go 200% while leaping through the air and then go slower running on the ground. And then level 50, there's a quest in the Overrealm for a gliding mount. I don't like those. I find them too difficult to handle. Steer. You leap into the air and they glide for a long distance. Of course, the higher you are, the more they'll glide. There's a lot of lore. I mean, I don't know where to begin. I mean, there's a whole forum threads dedicated to the lore, and there's probably websites. There's original EQ lore, and then there's the EverQuest 2 lore. If you've played EverQuest 1 before, then you'll know these are all familiar names here. Varsoon. Well, like I said before, I don't play World of Cartoon Craft. I've never played Conan. You mean hacked? Well, the only way you can do that is have a terrible password, and you use that password on other places, such as game forums that have any other forums out there. Never use the same password. Always use different passwords. If you have trouble remembering, use the password vaults that you can download. RoboForum, LastPass, and so forth. Always use a complex password with capital and lowercase letters, special symbols, numbers, and at least 8 characters long. Never use passwords that can be easily be found in a dictionary. I need to get rid of stuff. That's actually an upgrade from the legendary, sort of. Mitigation, but I'm getting up to 40, so I might as well just wait for T5 stuff. Here's a collectible that you can get right in the Fadark newbie area, Fat Grub, depending on your server economy and you know how many is for sale. You can get 20 gold, 50 gold, platinum easily. And if you're wondering what I'm doing, I'm transmuting items into constituent parts that are used in adornments. I don't really do adorning on any of these characters, but I can just drop them in the guild depot or sell them or have someone make them out of the stuff I have. Also making room. The better quality of the item that you're transmuting, the better chance and the quality of the item that the transmutables that you'll get. This is a kind of common thing you can get out of the zone I was just in. So I'll transmute it so you can see. See, I only got a powder that time, but you can get infusions, and from fabled items you can get a chance to get a mana to make a fabled adornment. I don't need this, it's chain, and I don't need that, so get rid of that. Still only getting powder. Alright, so continue on with this HQ. I got the guy I wanted. Now I need to go back outside. Wow, these guys spawn fast. I can do the fast way out of here. I think I have some of the things. Yep, here we go. These are the things I was talking about, the convenience items, but these were given as a newbie thing. I didn't have to buy them. So I can just go right out to the docks. Let's see, we're gonna go to docks. When these are up, I'd have to buy them because they were given as either the welcome home potion pack or a newbie item or something. I don't remember what it was. And if you're familiar with the original EverQuest, you know about Haddon's earring, the fishbone earring. There's a lake outside of Kino's little pond where a barbarian is fishing, and he would rarely drop a earring that lets you breathe underwater. A lot of people camp that for their raids and stuff into like Kedge Keep, so you can breathe underwater without having someone give you a breathing item that was charged or cast a spell on you or whatever. And this is the heritage quest to recover this item. Fishbone earring. It's more for casters and priests. They should have updated that to make everybody able to have it. But you can still use the clicky for the underwater breathing. So he sends you off, and you're looking for this earring that he lost, and that family heirloom. And he had it all along. He didn't even know it. So that gave me 2,388 experience. I convert 955 into AA since I have 40% going to AA, and I gain 37,200 in status, and 3,720 status goes to my guild. Alright, let me see what's next on the list. I guess I don't know if I want to do the Demort line or not. At least for the AA from the name that are in the first instance. Oh, where am I going? Let's go right back this way. Back to Nectulos Forest. Oh, actually, I need to get the item for that, I think. Did I already claim it? I guess I thought I claimed that. It says already claimed, but it's not being found. That's weird. It's not on the list there. It doesn't disappear even after you finish the quest. Could have swore I claimed that as well. Well, might as well get that done. Get some AA from the split paw stuff. You get these nice little clickies that show stuff in the world as a little special effect. Ouch, I could barely see it with a mount on. Let me try that again. Probably going first person to see it. There we go. Now these the split paw stuff scales to your level up to level 50, where it just stops, and then level 60 is the last level that you could get them to get experience, and it'll all be green. So I can do that at any time up to then, but the Vampire quest line doesn't. And I don't know where that ring went to. It says I already claimed it, though. Well, I'll go out there, and maybe I already started the quest. I just got rid of the ring or something. Let's find out. I might have gone in here as I might have asked somebody to give me AA when I was low level, and I already did this thing. Just stood there, but I couldn't actually update the quest since I was too low. You can use a mount inside here. It's considered outdoors. Okay, well, I guess I don't know where that ring is. It's not, unless it didn't find it by the spelling. Let me try that again. See, here's a leaping mount. You only go 60% faster on the ground, but when you go into the air, it's 200%. And that was, I don't know where that came from. Some kind of, that might have been like one of the Facebook book rewards they were giving out to everybody or something. I don't know. Let's see, where is it? Okay, I was just looking at it. There we go. Alright. Okay, that's right. It's called Ring of Tahane or whatever, but it was actually called the Mort Insignia Band. Inventory bag 4, slot 6. There it is. Yeah, and this one gives you a little bit of a thing to look at too. Gives you a clue on where to go when you first get the quest. Alright, so I need to clear all this junk. This is a nice thing about a Berserker and a Shadow Knight. Berserkers are the AE warrior class. This is a nice zone to get when you have a higher level. They can mentor down to, I guess, around my level, 39 or so. Actually, it would be at 40. And then come in, you stand as like a level 10 up here, and they just click on each of the things to spawn the solo named, and you get AA experience when they kill them. You don't get experience for the regular mobs. I forgot, I still need to get this. It's a common thing to do on the PvP servers to look for AA runs for your level 10. You can get maybe 5 or 7 AA out of this, especially if you pop an experience potion. Set your experience to 100% AA. And then there's the this is the Demort. This is the Demort AA run, and then there's the Enchanted Lands AA run. They usually just kill the halflings that have the stars on the dock, and any of the quick named that are up, like Chomper or whatever. And then there's the either the Common Lands or the Antonica guards. The ones that are like in Antonica, there's ones at the bridges that have stars on their names. In Common Lands, there's a few guards outside the gate that have stars, and maybe some names that happen to be up. And then there's the long, intensive 2-hour plus what do you call it? The Sinking Sands and Pillars of Flames runs, where there's a lot of named in Sinking Sands, and the guards have stars right at the dock there, I believe, and some named that are always up, or you can trigger some. You have to be knowledgeable about those triggers, and then you go into the first floor of what is that place called? It's right off of Sinking Sands, where the orcs are. Its name escapes me. And there's a bunch of named on the first floor there that you can get real quick for your level 10s. And you drag your level 10s around over to Pillars of Flames, and the Swift Rider camp has a bunch of NPCs with stars on them, and you drag them up to the little walkway to the canyon here next to that. That's the prophets there. I can't remember what they're called. They have all the NPCs there have stars, and by the time you're done with all these starred and named in the desert area, your level 10 will probably have like 20 or so AA plus, more than that, because now they when as soon as you hit level 10 they give you AA. I think it was like they give you 5 AA or something. I don't know. game is so easy now. Alright, so I click on these, spawn named. See, it has the star on its name for showing you that I have not killed this yet for AA. And just go around the whole place and click on these things. Let's go left to right. Yeah, I do like what MJ does on Massively. Let's see, where is it? SO emote. No, I don't know if it's going to work now. Because the way that XSplit works and DxTory takes hold of the camera, even though I'm not using it. Let's see, it's probably going to tell me I can't do it. Yeah, webcam is in use. But it's not in use, that's stupid. Oh well, I'm going to have to ask how they do that then. I wanted to put my character's portrait up in the corner like she does sometimes. I notice that my camera light goes on, but I'm not using it. I just have XSplit and DxTory running. Can't break that wall down, I guess. Maybe it's one or the other that grabs my camera. I'm actually using DxTory as the virtual camera, sending the game to XSplit. I don't know why it grabs my camera and locks it. Okay, I think that's all the names in here. Alright, that's the beginning of that quest line. It takes you all the way up for a while. If I were to play this every day, it'd probably take me a few days to finish this. Where did that thing go? I need to examine it, I think, for the next part of the quest. There it is. Timber Falls. How many followers do I have here? I'd have to bring up the website. Let me see. I got 2 more today, including you, or 1 more.
Keeping things pretty even. It is Graves that's fallen behind. Like you said, he's going to keep the damage ticking as Psycho.
That's the front of the Twitch. Let's see, where is it? I guess I gotta go right to the front page, the channel page, to see it. I don't know. Is it 5? Is that the heart? There's 5 next to the heart, so I don't know. I'm not exactly sure where to see the subs are following. Okay, well, I might as well finish or continue on this one. gotta follow this on EQ2i. It's some kind of confusing with which one you're supposed to pick. Just want to copy this URL here so I can view it on my regular browser. Okay, so I gotta go back to the chambers. Ignore that. I think you can enter them now without, but it's kind of confusing if you go out of order. It tells me to go to acquisition on the page, so that's where I'm going. Kill Izanar and his 2 assistants. Come on. Those guys will not come after me. There he goes. Okay, I see the conjurers. There he is. Unless you have a fiber optic connection, I'm questioning if you're actually downloading the entire thing. Like I said, you want to set it so it's downloading the entire thing and not just streaming the basic files to you as you need them. Click the gear icon, I believe it is, on the launcher, or the wrench, or whatever it is. There should be some options in there to make sure that you're downloading all the files and not just the basics files you need for streaming. Well, you know for sure if you have to sit and wait while you load in a zone you haven't been into before. I think I need to pick up a quest over here. Yeah. So for this quest, I need to kill these named to get these notes for the scout to come up. Sometimes you can have a rare named slug thing over here. Wish I had tracking so I can just check without going over there. Yeah, nice random drop there. Fabled Dirge ability there. And a quest starter, which I don't think I'll want to bother with. I don't think the named is up. It's a big slug, it's like 8 feet tall. You can either camp it or just zone in and out until it spawns. One of these feeders or something is his placeholder. There's a named albino snake that can be down here. That didn't work. Trying to get rid of the tooltips and the hotbars, and that didn't work. Let's see. I'll have to figure it out later. I don't know if I'm going to stream tomorrow. However I feel. I don't have a set schedule. It's not my job. Unless I get paid for it like people massively to stream on a certain schedule. I don't think the name Snake is up. I stream different things whenever I feel like it. As you can see with the collage on the background there, those things I will stream. Nocturne, I'm not sure yet. The only way I can stream that is if I use Screen Region. And I have to use a virtual machine in order to play that. It doesn't want to even install on Windows 7, so I had to use VMware Player to load in my XP or Windows 2000 to install it. Maybe if I could stream within the VMware machine, I don't know if I could do that or not. I have to find out. It's an old game, so it has trouble running on the newer operating systems. Some people say they managed to get it installed and run on Windows 64, but I couldn't. It wouldn't even want to install. So I couldn't figure out if I could even run it. And I'm not even installing it to the programs folder or the x86. It's on a completely different partition. So it has no issues with the UAC on Windows Vista or 7. But since goodoldgames.com, GOG, has certain games that they do fix up to work on modern operating systems. An old game I used to have, Nox, I got again since I still have the manual for it. XSplit and DxTory captures it, so I can screen stream that, as well as FreeSpace 2 plus the FreeSpace 2 open source project lets me stream it. But FreeSpace 2 is going to take me some time to set up. It's a little more complicated with all the controls and everything. I don't have a joystick, but you can use this mouse and keyboard and all the different commands there are in that game. I used to have it back in the day. Really great voice acting, storyline. The graphics were nice. They updated it for the FreeSpace open project. They updated graphics. I did a little test the other day. You can see the recording. I didn't actually go into the game. I just looked at the UI and stuff. I want to get back to my Myth 2 campaign streaming. I only did 2 parts of that. Time to empty out again. If I remember right, if you get all of the collections of the Vampire Fangs, you get a house item demon dog. The same you see in these zones here. You'll see them a little later when I get up there, or down there. Hellhound, I think, is the better name for them. I also don't have a set stream schedule because I work in the daytime Monday through Friday. And if I'm too tired, I just want to lie down. Okay, after this fight is done, it's a good spot to restart for the YouTube recording. Already went too long. And those guys are putting some hits on me. I was green the whole time doing all this. Okay, so break time for the YouTube episode. This is the adventures of Vodka, Dwarven Berserker, now in the Tombs of Night, doing the quest line here. Thanks for watching. Up next, more adventures. Stay tuned.